Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mary. I'm a writer, a bookworm, and crafty girl. And this week's video, I'm going to be talking about a challenge that I took that was, I was originally inspired by Bethany Atazadeh, Brittany Wang, and Mandi Lynn over on their channels. I will link their videos down below. They had discussed a challenge of trying to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, yes, 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 a.m., to see if that would help them to put their writing first in the day, or just any part of their book that they were working on. So they all spent the next week getting up at 5 a.m. and recording their experiences of just how well getting up at 5 a.m. really helped them with their productivity in all of their writing novel related work. And so I was inspired to try that same challenge to see just how well 5 a.m. really worked, because, you know, I had been really having a hard time just kind of settling down to one time every day, or as often as I could, to really sit down and write and focus on my work. And I was having trouble focusing on my work. So stick around till the end of the video so that you get to see just how well this worked out for me. Okay, so I forgot to film all day after this morning's initial working and study session. So it is now 10 p.m. on Monday, on day one of this experiment. It ended up going really, really well. I was kind of surprised that, you know, just how easy it was to just, you know, get up and sit down at my desk and start with scripture study and then getting into my writing. I guess part of the reason is for the easiness of it is the fact that my bed is right there, just, you know, off screen, and my desk is right here, so it's easy to just walk across. But even then, you know, to actually not look at any of the notifications that came in on my phone during the night, to totally ignore those, to go immediately to scripture study and then to working on my book, it was surprisingly easy. You know, things went so much easier. I'm trying to, you know, rework Project Thought Thieves from a young adult to a middle grade fantasy novel, so wish me luck for getting all of that together. And so I had to change up. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm just about ready for bed, and my cat's on my bed sound asleep, so I will have to move him. But anyway, I've been going you know, through this book, Story Genius, to try to help me to rework this book, this novel, and to, you know, try to recreate or rebuild, maybe might be the word, my character and the story idea. But I realized that there's some things that I could still keep from the original story idea, keeping, of course, the thought thieves and, her elf best friend. And I'm still debating on one other situation that's going to be, I believe it's the climax beat. Is it the climax beat? Whatever that beat is, after setup and right before the debate beat. I'm totally drawing a blank on it right now. So I had about 30 minutes of scripture study, followed by, at first, 30 minutes of trying to rework this story. And then I had other things to do, go about my day. I had to get some shopping done and such. And I actually didn't get back to working on this story. Excuse you, cat. Again, I didn't get back to working on this again until, I don't know, after 2 o'clock, I think. But then I was able to, go through this book and go through the story. Cat! I have to hold this thing. I was able to go through the novel, go through Story Genius to try to help me answer some questions and to really dig deep down and try to understand my main character, who I'm also thinking about changing her name from Ariana. You know what? I still don't know how to pronounce that name. Anywho, I was thinking of changing that name anyway, because, she's no longer a high school senior, which, I don't know, the name seemed fitting for a high school senior, but now she's about 12, 13 years old, and it doesn't feel right for her anymore. On the other hand, I may keep it. We'll see. But we will also see how tomorrow goes. I'm going to try this again of getting up early-ish. I got up, I don't think I ever told you guys that, did I? I got up about 6 o'clock this morning instead of 5 o'clock, like furball, like was the original plan. But still, I was able to go straight to, like I said, from the bed to the desk to get to work. And so we will see how tomorrow goes. I did about an hour's worth of work or so. It's already this morning, after scripture study. Excuse me. Golly, shouldn't have left my water out in the living room. But anyway, I actually tried to get up at 5 o'clock this morning, which is kind of what this challenge was actually getting up at 5 o'clock this morning to do some writing. And I don't know, I think it was harder to get up at 5 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock or later, but you know, it was still easy once I actually got, you know, through my scripture study and into working some more on my story. It was getting a little bit easier to try to, you know, answer some of the questions that I needed to answer for my character, to, you know, help me really understand her why and her misbeliefs, and, you know, the things that are going to be kind of kicking off the story, and that point of no return to really get the story going, to help her learn the lessons that she needs to learn. So I don't know, we'll see how the rest of the week goes, and in the meantime I will just get back to work and see if you know, getting up at 5 o'clock still really does help focus and gets more of the work done than in days past when I try to wait till, or when I procrastinate till like after lunch or something. So here's to the rest of day 2. Okay, it is day 4 of the 5 a.m. writing experiment. This is Thursday, I believe it is. Sometimes I'm just not sure what day. But actually I want to give a review of Wednesday and Thursday because I completely forgot to film yesterday. And that was partly because I think yesterday was not productive at all. I had set an alarm to get up yesterday around 5 o'clock, but instead of actually getting up after I turned off the alarm, I just went right back to sleep till 7. And that apparently just totally threw me off for my focus. I couldn't even focus at all on my scripture study that I've been doing before my writing, trying to put writing and scripture study first. I couldn't even focus on that, let alone try to write anything. So all day was just spent just completely unfocused and doing everything but writing. So that was Wednesday. Thursday, on the other hand, today went much better, really. So, you know, learning my lesson from yesterday, instead of keeping my phone and my alarm by my bedside, which is where I normally keep it, I actually put it over here on my desk so that I had to get out of bed, come over here and turn the alarm off, and that way I'm already over here ready to sit down and get to work. And you know, even with that, I still just had to sit here for a few minutes this morning to just try to wake up a little bit and try not to fall back asleep in the chair. But, you know, I was finally able to do that and able to get my scripture study in and then move on to writing. I think I did about an hour's worth of work right after scripture study. And then, kitty. I was able to write a really important scene that it's not in the story, but it is a very important scene in my main character's backstory to, you know, try to help form her misbelief, her lie, her wound, whatever you want to call it, that kind of informs her actions in the novel. So that was really great. And then, you know, the productivity, it really just continued just all day. Really, it was great. So I'm still not sure about the 5 a.m. part of it, but at least, you know, fairly early. So from what I've been learning this week, instead of having my phone, especially here on the nightstand by my bed, I should probably, you know, leave my phone over here on my desk with the alarm, if I'm still going to get up with an alarm. Again, we'll still be experimenting with all of that. Yeah, again, keep it over here, over on the desk, so that I have to get out of bed to actually turn it off and then continue with the rest of the day. So I have 2 more days of this challenge to go, and I will see how it turns out for me. So as you can see, I kind of had some mixed results this week for, you know, trying to get up at 5 a.m. and put the writing first. Now, the 5 a.m. portion, I'm still not sure whether I'm going to stick with 5 a.m. or if I'm going to try to find any other time to see if that will really help me. But, you know, I did learn the importance of putting my writing first in the day, like, you know, right after scripture study. And so that, of course, is my biggest takeaway. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are at all inspired to try your own 5 a.m. challenge, please comment down below. Let me know when you want to do it, because I'd be interested to see, you know, just how it works out for you. Will 5 a.m. be the time for you, or do you need another time of day? And does putting the writing first really help you? Or does your schedule really need something else, need to find the writing in some other time? If you liked this video, please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you would like to continue following me in my writing journey as I work toward publication, and even after that as well. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified the next time I put up a video, which hopefully will be next week. Everybody have a great week. Bye.